YouTube friends, welcome back to the channel. In this particular video, I'm gonna talk about stop overthinking your workouts. You know, a lot of you guys got information overload, consuming advice and information that is sometimes useful, but on the internet, a lot of these fitness gurus, influencers, and the conventional way of working out has somewhat became outdated, and it may not be working for you. For example, if you want to grow shoulders, you need to just pick one shoulder exercise and just spam that exercise. For example, lateral raises, spam them. Get you some 12s or some 10s dumbbells and just spam lateral raises. I guarantee you, in 30 days, in 60 days, 90 days, depending on where you're at in your fitness journey, you will see results. In my workout routine, I don't do a lot of isolation work because, first of all, that shit don't sell. And for two, it's boring. It's boring. Isolation exercise can be useful in some areas, especially if you have muscle imbalances or if you're trying to strengthen up your rotator cuff, after an injury, things like that. Isolation exercise can be useful. But man, I've seen guys who work out 3 times a week, but doing just strictly isolation workouts, no compound movements, and they don't see results. Or if they do see results, they're very minimal. If you want to grow your back, man, 2 exercise, inverted rows, spam those, and pull-ups, spam pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, biceps, do chin-ups. If you want to put more emphasis on the biceps, do chin-ups, but with rings, gymnastic rings. You know what I'm saying? And working out, we tend to overcomplicate working out. We're doing these different exercises, these isolation movements, but we forget about full body compound movements. Even P90X HIIT workouts, man, for the athletes. Those workouts work. Just stick to one or 2 exercises and spam them. How I got my physique is that I do push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats, leg raises, sit-ups. I did them same exercises for years, and as I got better, I added weight to them and stick with the weighted calisthenics, and massive results. Once in a while, like I said, I do some isolation movements, such as, some bicep curls, my lateral raises. I may train my rotator cuff a little bit, do some barbell squats. But other than that, all my stuff is weighted calisthenics, and I've gotten results. Another thing too is a common misconception. Excuse me, I'm talking too fast. But another common misconception is that we think counting reps is necessary. If you want to make gains, some serious gains quickly, don't count your reps, no matter the exercise. Do every set to failure. No matter if it's 2 sets, no matter if it's 10 sets, do every set to failure. Another technique I like to use is 10s, but at every 10, you say the next number. For example, if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so on. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so on. 20, you know what I'm saying? It tricks your brain, that makes you think you're doing more and you're getting to each number quickly, but your muscles, like, you're basically shocking your muscle. You'll get the gains and results quicker. Another technique, you know, if you just a beginner, I guess, is do 10 sets of 10, whatever exercise. You know, do your 10, chill. Go back, do another 10, chill. That's the sorry about that. They're doing construction or whatever up the street from my house, but do 10 sets of 10 is the quickest way to get to 100 reps. You know, for example, doing like maybe like squats, leg raises, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even pull-ups. You don't need to do more than 100 reps. Push-ups, I really don't think you need to be doing 100. I'll stick to more between 30 and maybe 80 rep range. You know, 100 is the cutoff. If you're doing more than 100, I think you're hurting yourself more than actually doing anything, just for the simple fact that after you do 100, I mean, you're already beast mode at the skill. You might as well add some weight, add some sort of resistance to make the exercise harder. That's another way to make strength and gains quickly, is make the simple exercises harder. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's adding weight or doing them from a different angle, or just if you're doing pull-ups, widen the grip or narrowing the grip. You know what I'm saying? Or put your legs up, do like L-sit pull-ups, man. You don't even need to add weight to those, and I guarantee you will see gains and results in those, you know? So, like I said, man, just keep it simple, you know, don't count your reps or use the number techniques. And I guarantee you will see results within 90 days. Depending on your metabolism or the body weight you're at, sooner or maybe longer, but I guarantee you, you will see results. You know what I'm saying? Isolation exercises, you know, they don't sell and they're boring, you know? So, I mean, it's gonna take you 6 months to a year, maybe even longer, to actually see results if you do strictly isolation work. Prisoners. I see a lot of videos about people who are in prison get jacked quick, and a lot of them say they're on steroids. That's false. Now, can they get steroids in the prison system? Even that's fishy. Maybe so. Like I said, I never been to prison. I've learned some of my workout techniques and worked out with actual convicts out here on the outside in the free world. So that's how I got my gains. Look at my previous YouTube videos. Look at my workout videos. You know, look at my physique. It's on my page. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hiding. I'm not lying. But I'm also not boasting myself up, because you could get this physique, if not better. All I'm here is to motivate, you know, and tell you the secrets. But anyways, the reason why prisoners are so jacked is because, for one, they got a lot of time on their hands. They don't have responsibilities and, you know, work per se in the prison system. So they got a lot of time to do these exercises and a lot of reps, consistency, more than we do here in the real world, because we got real life responsibilities. But, you know, the only kind of weightlifting that goes on in there is the water bags, which, don't estimate a water bag. You know, I've tried it once or twice. That shit works. You will make gains and get results with using the water bag exercises. But other than that, it's all compound movements, burpees, you know, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats, you know what I'm saying? And they're doing all body weight, high reps. You know, it's like you're burning fat and building muscle at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I would like to say on this video. You know, try these techniques out. If you have any more questions, don't be afraid to DM me. Thanks for watching.